evening, viewers. You're watching GW News Recap. I'm your anchor, Azin Jamir. This is a segment where we bring the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Continuous heavy rainfall since early morning of August 8 caused extensive waterlogging and localized flooding across several parts of Dimapur. Union Health Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda on August 5 visited the landslide-affected Mon town and assured centre's support and relief for the affected families. In a major move towards restoring normalcy and rebuilding trust among communities, Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh, Deputy Chief Minister Namcha Kipken and Saitu MLA Haukolet Kipken jointly announced the immediate reopening of the national highways in Manipur. 3 Central Reserve Police Force personnel, including the alleged shooter, were killed and another critically injured after a firing incident inside the 34th Battalion CRPF camp at Katimari in Assam's Nagaon district on August 4. Gaza City held a mass funeral on August 4 for the remains of 112 Palestinian bodies, whose bodies were recovered from the rubble nearly 3 years after a deadly 2023 strike on a residential area. And now the news in details. Continuous heavy rainfall since early morning of August 8 caused extensive waterlogging and localized flooding across several parts of Dimapur, while water accumulation on the runway at Dimapur Airport forced the cancellation of all scheduled flights for the day. The intense rainfall generated a large volume of surface runoff from upstream and hilly catchment areas, putting significant strain on the city's drainage infrastructure, including major drains, nalas, and natural waterways. Several areas considered vulnerable to flooding and waterlogging have been placed under close observation. This include River Belt Colony, the Holy Cross School area, SM Colony, Wilhume Colony, K Sachu Colony, Ziliangrong Colony, Burana Bazaar, Kuta Village Road near the Fishery Department Gate, NST Colony, Industrial Estate Colony, Public Crown Colony, Nepali Basti near Holy Cross, New Colony, Veterinary Colony, Rainbow Colony in Burma Camp, Namkailong Colony, Rakhailong, Nisato Colonies and Medical Colony, among other locations. The heavy rainfall also disrupted air connectivity from Dimapur. Waterlogging on the airport runway resulted in the cancellation of all flights scheduled to operate from Dimapur Airport on August 8. Chopper operations and other non-scheduled flights from the airport were also cancelled for the day due to the adverse conditions. Authorities continue to monitor vulnerable locations as rainfall persists, with the possibility of further water accumulation depending on the rainfall intensity and the volume of runoff entering Dimapur's drainage system. Union Health Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda on August 5 visited the landslide-affected Mon town in Nagaland and assured centre's support and relief for the affected families. Multiple landslides occurred in Mon town on July 19 and flash floods hit parts of the district due to incessant rains, claiming 11 lives. As per officials, more than 800 houses were completely washed away, while 1,079 were partially damaged and residents had to be evacuated. During the visit, the Union Minister, who was accompanied by Assam's Medical Minister Ashok Singhal and Nagaland MP S. Pangnon Kunyak, interacted with several landslide-affected families. He expressed his solidarity and assured that the Union government will extend all possible support and assistance for relief, rehabilitation and restoration efforts in the district, stating that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had entrusted him to personally visit the district and assess the situation. Nadda also conveyed PM's condolences and solidarity with the people affected by the unprecedented tragedy. Mon district recorded a total cumulative rainfall of 341 mm from July 19 to 31, during which the disasters occurred, leading to loss of lives and property. While 11 bodies were retrieved, the bodies of a student and a mother who had perished in the July 19 landslide remain lost in the debris. Following a futile week-long search, the local community performed last rites and the search has been called off. Intensifying its crackdown on illicit liquor, the State Excise Department registered 79 offences and seized around 3,480 bottles of Indian-made foreign liquor and canned beer during enforcement operations conducted in Dimapur, Chimukidima and Newland districts in July 2026. In a press release, Joint Commissioner of Excise and CS NC as Puyemokikon said the coordinated operations carried out by the Narcotics Cell, Mobile Squad and District Excise targeted suspected hotspots including restaurants, bars and other commercial establishments. Kikon said the drive resulted in the closure of some outlets and discouraged other violators, though some were suspected to be continuing operations clandestinely. The department also released rupees 2.16 lakh in penalties during the month, which has been deposited into the government treasury. The seized liquor has been confiscated and kept in the Malkana pending destruction after approval from the designated destruction board. He said the department has registered several lakh offence reports since 1990 involving seizures of IMFL, illicit liquor, narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. On average, Kikon said the department detects 13 to 15 cases every working day, translating to over 4,000 to 5,000 cases annually. The department warned operators of illegal liquor outlets to desist from unlawful activities, stating that surprise inspections and raids would continue. The department also appealed for public cooperation and urged everyone with credible information on illicit liquor or drug-related activities to report the matter to the Joint Commissioner of Excise. 4 cadres of the proscribed United Liberation Front of Assam Independence surrendered to the Assam Rifles in Arunachal Pradesh, Longting district, handing over weapons, ammunition and other warlike stores. The surrender took place during an intelligence-based operation along the Chupkau track in Longting following sustained intelligence, gathering, surveillance, operational planning and engagement by security forces, a defense spokesman said. The cadres reportedly decided to lay down their arms and return to the mainstream following the sustained efforts by the security forces. During the surrender, the 4 cadres handed over the weapons along with ammunition and other warlike stores. Security officials described the recovery as a significant setback to ULFAI's operational capabilities in the strategically important region. The latest surrender comes amid intensified security operations against Ulfa-I along the Assam-Arunachal Pradesh frontier and in Upper Assam. The surrender of the 4 cadres in Longting adds to the security forces' recent efforts to weaken ULFAI's operation network while encouraging insurgents to give up violence and return to the mainstream. In a major move towards restoring normalcy and rebuilding trust among communities, Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Kemchand Singh, Deputy Chief Minister Nemcha Kipchen and Saito MLA Haukolet Kipken jointly announced the immediate reopening of the national highways in Manipur for free movement of people from all communities. The government also announced that the Imphal-Dimapur bus service would resume, marking a significant step towards restoring inter-community connectivity and public transport in the state. The announcement was met at Gangpokpi district headquarters during the Chief Minister's visit, where he inaugurated several developmental projects, met community leaders and distributed benefits under various government schemes. On his way to Gangpokpi, the Chief Minister received a warm welcome from villagers. He was also received by Deputy Chief Minister Nemcha Kipken, Saito MLA Haukolet Kipken and senior district officials. He said the boundaries of Manipur had been shaped and protected through the collective contributions and sacrifices of all communities. While acknowledging the challenges arising from the ongoing conflict, he said there was a solution to every crisis and appealed to all communities to trust and support one another. The Chief Minister stressed the importance of a shared identity and urged people to put the larger interests of the country and state above divisions. 3 Central Reserve Police Force personnel, including the alleged shooter, were killed and another critically injured after a firing incident inside the 34th Battalion CRPF camp at Katimari in Assam's Nagaon district on August 4. According to CRPF officials, Constable Balani Premabaram allegedly picked up an incest rifle from the camp's guard room and opened fire on fellow personnel before fatally shooting himself. The 2 personnel killed in the firing have been identified as Sub-Inspector Ramnawal Singh Yadav and Head Constable Vishnu Prasad Paghel. Assistant Sub-Inspector Mane Govind Shribul sustained injuries in the incident and was shifted to hospital where he is undergoing treatment. Officials said Brahmabaram allegedly first shot Constable Paghel near the quarter guard before opening fire on Sub-Inspector Yadav, who had reportedly arrived for document verification. He then allegedly shot ASI Shripul, causing critical injuries. After the attack, the constable reportedly entered the battalion barracks and died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Senior CRPF officers and local police rushed to the camp following the incident. Security has been tightened and an investigation has been launched to ascertain the circumstances that led to the firing. Officials said the motive behind the incident remains unclear and that further details would emerge after the completion of the investigation. Gaza City held a mass funeral on August 4 for the remains of 112 Palestinians whose bodies were recovered from the rubble nearly 3 years after a deadly 2020 strike on a residential area. The victims belonged largely to the extended Al Hassaniya, also known as Abu Sharia family. Palestinian authorities said 308 members of the extended families were killed when several residential buildings in Gaza City's Sabra neighborhood were destroyed on November 22, 2023. Around half of the victims had previously been recovered and buried, while dozens remain trapped beneath the destroyed buildings. A 17-day recovery operation recently retrieved the remains of 112 people from the rubble. Among those laid, the rest were women and children, adding to the grief of relatives who had waited years to recover and bury their loved ones. Hundreds of mourners attended the funeral, carrying the recovered remains for burial in Gaza City. The recovery operation also highlighted the continuing challenge of retrieving bodies from destroyed buildings across Gaza, where thousands of people are still believed to remain beneath the rubble. Well, that's it for this week's news recap, and for more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window. Good night.